Here, Ramananda has told first, Abhya evam Quran doshan mayadishtan swakan dharman santajaja sarvan ma bhajit sachauttam. And then he told Sarva Dharman, 2 slokas. What I have ordered in the Shastra, Vedas, everywhere, and what I have warned not to do, Gunan, Dosa. Oh, you should give up all this. He had told that you should do yajna, Raisya yajna, Aswamedha yajna, daily yajna, all these things. And also he has told so many things. So you should give up all these things. And what do? Oh, do my bhajan. First thing. And second, Sarvadharman Patyajya. All Varnashram Dharma and all other deities, Upasana, everything. Demi-goddesses, Aradhana, worshipping and all other things. Give up. And Mam Ekam Saranam Braja. What is the purpose of Mam Saranam Braja? Not Saranagati. If you are worshipping Radha and Krishna, no? Oh, he should be pleased. That, oh, I should have a very beautiful wife or beautiful husband. Is it the bhakti? And is it worship? No. So here, Mam Ekam Saranam Braja. For what? That I will give up all your sinful activities. There is not such negative. That the door of bhakti, not here. And also, Sarvadharman Sabdajya Mam Ekam Saranam Braja. Why? Because Arjuna was fearing that if I will kill all Bhishma Pitama, Dronacharya, all my brothers, Duryodhan and 100 and so many, then what will be? Krishna is telling that you should fight and kill all. So Arjuna is thinking, if I am going to do so, then what will? Oh, so much power. And that is why Yudhishthira Maharaj, when he became king, he also was perplexed. What to do? I killed all both sides of Athara Akshoni Sanya, having, and Virutpur. So he wanted to give up and go to Himalaya. But Krishna warned him. Also, Arjuna, he told that you should fight and kill all. I have killed them. Nimitta Matra. And for this he saw his Vishwa, himself something. Then Arjuna began to fight. But here, what I have told, in Vedas and all Shastra, and in Gita, oh, you should give up all Varnashram Dharma. And also the worship of daily God, all these things. Also, anything else we should give up. And we should try to do bhajan. Mahaprabhu told what? Yo bhajan. It was bhajan. Because here there is what he told, Mam, मैं ये शरीर हूँ, अहम नमेति. This. So give up what you are doing and giving up also in bodily concept. So this is not actually regarding to soul. So we should give up. And then प्रभु कहे इहो बाज्य आगे कहा. And then Rai कहे ज्ञान मिश्रा भक्ति शब्द सा योग सुंदर गोपाल.
मम ज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः. So next, Sri Raya Ramananda is putting forward another proposition, which is Gyan Mishra Bhakti, or Bhakti mixed with Gyan or knowledge. What knowledge in particular? Brahma Jiva Aikya Gyan. The idea that everything in this world, everything that exists is Brahma, and that we are also part of that Brahma. And to support this, he quotes a verse from Bhagavad Gita. Brahma Bhuta Prasanatma Na Shochati Na Kamshati Sama Sarveshu Bhuteshu Madbhakti Labhate Param. One who reaches the stage of Brahma Bhuta, which is an exalted stage, much like the stage that Srila Shukadeva Goswami had at the beginning of his life. They're fully happy, fully blissful. Prasanna Atma. Na shochati na kanshati. They never lament. They never hanker for anything. Sama bhuteshu, sama sarveshu bhuteshu. All living entities they see equally, without discrimination. What color skin they are, what physical body they have, what kind of nature they have. They only see the soul present in all living entities. Madbhakting labhate param. Such a person may, from that stage, attain bhakti for Sri Krishna. Mahaprabhu was not satisfied with this. And he said, Eho Bhaya, this is external. Why is this? Knowledge about our condition in this world and how to become free from the sufferings of this world does not actually relate to our eternal constitutional position. In this world, the living entity is caught in a web of suffering. He's caught in the repeated cycle of birth and death. And to become free from that is simply the cessation of misery. So Prasanna Atma does not in fact refer to the happiness that one achieves through bhakti to Sri Krishna. It is simply the natural joy that is achieved when the living entity is free somewhat from the pangs of misery that he experiences in this world. It doesn't, and the duality of this world, it has nothing really to do with the swarup of the jiva. Also, if you look at this verse, the last line, Madbhakting labhate param. This indicates clearly, labhate means to achieves or attains. In other words, a person who attains the level of Brahma Bhuta, they may then, if they're very fortunate, through association with a Mahabhagavat Vaishnava, attain their true position, which is that of bhakti to Sri Krishna. This indicates that there is something higher, and that what has been described in this verse, Brahma Bhuta Prasanatma, is simply external.
Anyone know something? You are expert.
Srila Raya Ramananda, he discussed all these topics. Gyan Mishra Bhakti. Gyan Mishra Bhakti means that the devotional service is mixed with the knowledge of empiric knowledge. That is called the Brahma Gyan. Their Bhakti actually called it Brahma with a Gyan Mishra Bhakti. Here, Vishwanath Chakravarti Pad and Srila Gurudev very nicely explained. There are three types of knowledge. First knowledge is Tattvadartha Gyan, Sampadartha Gyan, Jiva Brahma, Vaikya Gyan. That is called, that is, Tattvadartha means that is Tattvadartha Gyan, and that is called Bhagavat Tattva Gyan. What is the Brahma? These things also discussed in Srimad Bhagavatam. Bhaganti tattva vidas tattam jaj garmadhyam brahmeti paramatmeti bhagavaniti sabdate. Same Supreme Personality of Godhead, he has three expressions, three features. That is called Brahma, Paramatma and Bhagavan. But different angle of the vision, different persons, they are realization. They realize these things. Those are Gyanis, they are thinking that is called Brahma, and those are the Yogis, they realize that is called Paramatma. But those are devotees, by the pursuing of the devotional service, they realize he is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Here, the Tattvadartha Gyan, Bhagavat Tattva Gyan, this is essential in the beginning in our spiritual life. And also, Sampadartha Gyan, that's called Atma Tattva Gyan. That's what is the soul. These things also discussed in Srimad Bhagavatam. Mami Vansa Jiva Loke, Jiva Bhuta Sanatanam. Jiva, that means that Jiva, that is the entity, that is the part and parcel of the Lord. So Jiva Tattva Gyan, Tattvadartha Gyan, and Sampadartha Gyan. Then Jiva Brahma Vaikya Gyan. Oneness with Brahma. Actually, this type of knowledge should be rejected. This type of knowledge is called that the impartial knowledge. That is called the Mayavad philosophy, speculative knowledge. Here, Raya Ramananda, he quoted this verse. Je Brahmabhuta prasanna atma no sachati no kankati sama sarvesu bhutesu madbhakti labhate param. Here the Brahmabhuta, who is called Brahmabhuta? What is the symptom of Brahmabhuta? So Srimad Bhagavatam, Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Krishna also mentioned in this way. Who is Brahma Bhuta Prasanna? Brahmabhuta, he has some qualification. No sachati is not limited in this material things. No kankati, he has no any material desires. Even his heart is completely free from all types of material desires. So, Brahmabhuta Prasanna, no kankati sachati, sama sarvesu bhutesu madbhakti labhati param. But he is one thing in his heart, he is thinking everything is Brahma. But here we say, if that is the Brahma, that type of person, he also associates with my devotee. Then he will also give up his Brahma Gyan, and then he will practice Shuddha Bhakti. So in this way, Raya Ramananda, he also discussed this Gyan's Mishra Bhakti should be also not the aim and object. Because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's aim and object, that is called the Jiva Sarupanu Bandhi. Prabhu by a slok, Sadhya and Nirna. What is the Sadhya and what is the Sadhana? So in this regard, Jiva Sadhya and Sadhana. Then it's called the Sarupanu Bandhi, that is called Jiva's spontaneous nature to serve to Krishna. So Raya Ramananda, but in different angles, he also discussed in this way. So in this way, Vishwanath Chakravarti explained, if we going to give up all these things, Brahma Gyan, everything, then Raya Ramananda, he also approached another statement that is called the Gyan Sunna Bhakti, and completely free from all types of the speculative knowledge. That is called the Shuddha Bhakti. That time Raya Ramananda, he quoted one verse from Srimad Bhagavatam, Gyane prayasane mudvatta namanta evam jivanta samuthortam bhavadya vartam stane sita sudhitam pradhamam jo prayasu
Here Brahma Gyan, Brahma Bhuta. Brahma Bhuta means those who want mukti. And especially they want to be immersed in Brahma. They are Jnani, but Jnanis are two kinds. The Jnanis of Haridwar and Kashi, and the Jnani of Vrindavan. In Haridwar and Kashi, they don't like Srimad Bhagavati land. They criticize. And they criticize also Vaishnava. So, he has rejected first, not that Brahma-bhuta. Those who are not making any offense to Vaishnava or Srimad Bhagavatam or Bhakti, that a class of a Brahma-bhuta. And if they will have a very high class Vaishnava association, like in Kashi, Sannyasi Thakur, only for a moment, he saw a Vaishnava singing Hare Sri Krishna Chaitanya, rolling down, sweating and all things. In a moment he was changed. So if in Vrindavan, anyone not criticizing Bhakti or Bhagavat or anything, then if at that time any good association of high class Vaishnava they will have, then Param Bhakti they will have, other like that. There is some charm, not always charm, but some charm. But Mahaprabhu rejected. Why? Mukti. Mukti is not our goal or no constitution, position, religion, no activity in Brahma Jnana, no activity. If a Brahma Jnani Bhakta, they are different. Bhisham Pitama, Sanat Sanandan, Sanat Kumar, Prahlad Maharaj, they were Bhagavad Tattva Jnani, always knowing affluence of Krishna. So they are not here told. So here Saivjavadi are told, but not if they are criticizing Vaishnava. Then they may have chance, and by chance they lavate bhakti param. They will, still not. So Mahaprabhu rejected it. And then Prabhu कहे इहो बात आगे कहा इहो बात कहे. Then Ramananda Raya told, Raya कहे ज्ञान शून्य भक्ति साध्य साध. You?
ज्ञानाञ्जना शिवाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः. After Ramananda Roy had made different suggestions, last one being Brahmabhuta Prasannatma. So then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu condemned this also, and Ramananda Roy then made a further suggestion. He said that pure devotional service devoid of empirical knowledge, this devotional service based on empirical knowledge, then there's some cause for the devotional service. But he said devotional service devoid of empirical knowledge, not caused by impersonal knowledge, knowledge of the difference between matter and spirit. But then how? Jnane prayasam, giving up all kind of knowledge, a long way away. Namanta eva, jivanti sanmukaritam. Then, what is the positive engagement? That they're hearing discourses from pure devotee about the qualities, pastimes, holy names of the Lord. Stane stita. They should remain in that position. No need to renounce. If one is a householder, hearing from pure devotee, then no need to renounce his position. He can continue in the position, but simply hearing Harikatha from pure Vaishnava. Then what is the result? That although Krishna is unconquerable, but by this activity he becomes conquered. This is the beautiful quality of Krishna. That although he's the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he is Sarva Shaktiman. He has all potencies. He's capable of performing all activities. In a second he can create millions and millions of universes. In a second he can destroy millions of universes. The greatest demons in the world, like Hiranyakashipu. Hiranyakashipu was so powerful that when he came, even the properties of earth, water, fire, air, he took over. He dismissed Vayu, dismissed the demigods, Varun, in charge of the properties of water, earth. Get out, no need. And he, by his own mystic potencies, he maintained the properties of the elements even. So powerful that he reversed the laws of karma. So if some demon was performing impious activities, he got pious results. And if Brahmana is performing yajna or pious activities, then he got hellish results. He's so powerful he could do. But when he was torturing Prahlad, and finally Nrsimhadev became so angry, he couldn't tolerate anymore. And when Hiranyakashipu challenged that he's in this pillar, then I'll kill him, and struck the pillar with his fist, then Hiranyakashipu came. Nrsimhadev came. Played with him for a little while. And then, in an instant, completely destroyed him. Completely. It's a great demon. Ravan also, so powerful demon. But, in the end, Ram, acting as a human being, they were fighting. It said that there was no comparison, just as there's no comparison to the ocean, or there's no comparison to the sun. So similarly, there's no comparison to the battle between Ravan and Ramchandra. And in the end, the demigod said, don't forget you're the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Don't think you're an ordinary human being. To Ramchandra. Then Ram put his supreme weapon on his bone in an instant. Finished Ravan. So, Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he's unconquerable. But he agrees to be conquered by his devotees. Just like when Prahlad came in front of Nrsimhadev. All the demigods, Nrsimhadev was roaring. Everyone was terrified. All the demigods were terrified. Everyone. And they pushed little Prahlad up. Nrsimhadev is sitting with his father's body, entrails, guts everywhere. He's put a garland of intestines around his neck. And this little boy comes. He's not frightened at all. He's got a garland. And he comes forward, offers obeisances, offers prayers to Nrsimhadev. Nrsimhadev immediately calms down. He puts his bloody paw on Prahlad's head. And he becomes calm. So this is Krishna's Bhakta Vatsala. This is a great qualification of Krishna. Although Samoham Sarvabhuteshu, he's neutral to all, but he's not neutral to his devotees. This is not a fault. So, Jnane Prayasam, giving up all kinds of empiric knowledge. Giving up the knowledge that soul and Brahman is one. Giving up this empirical knowledge. But maintaining knowledge of the position of Krishna as Supreme Personality of Godhead. Then Krishna is conquered. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is not satisfied. Because those who remember that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Jnani Bhakta, like Vishnudev, like Prahlad Maharaj. When Nrsimhadev appeared, he performed such a great effort, so much hard work, killing Hiranyakashipu. Prahlad Maharaj never offered him any water, never offered him any food. He offered prayers. Because he's Bhagavan. He's Atmaram, Aptakam. What does he need?
Thank you. Hare Krishna. So you should come forward. Singer. Yes, come here.
So Gurudev has ordered me to continue the very nice explanation given of this verse by Sripad Neni Maharaj. There's two kinds of jnana that are supposed to become sunya, or zero. One was already discussed by Sripad Neni Maharaj, and that is impersonal jnana, or jiva, brahma, aikya jnana. The knowledge, or rather misunderstanding, so-called knowledge, that the jiva, we, and the Supreme Lord are equal in all respects. Then there are two other kinds of knowledge that are also supposed to become sunya, and that is actually meant as the deep meaning by Lord Brahma. And this is explained in their commentaries of Srimad Bhagavatam by Srila Jiva Goswami, Sri Sanatana Goswami, and Srila Viswanath Chakravarti Thakur have explained that it's not only the speculative knowledge leading to impersonal realization that must be given up, but also two other kinds. These two other kinds of knowledge are good in the beginning of bhakti, but ultimately to realize real bhakti, that is Raganuga bhakti, and then ultimately enter into Ragatmika bhakti and become a resident of Braj and engage in our constitutional form in Krishna's service in Vrindavan, then two other kinds of knowledge must be given up. One is called Tat Pradartha Gyan, and that is the knowledge that Sripad Neni Maharaj was discussing. And that is that Krishna is Sarva Shaktiman. He's the supreme controller of everything. He is the source of innumerable incarnations. He can create and destroy innumerable universes in a moment. He can create innumerable universes in a moment and at the next moment destroy them and the next moment create them. This knowledge also has to be given up if one wants to enter into Braj Bhakti and one wants to fully conquer the Lord. The other type of knowledge that has to be given up ultimately is called Tam Pradartha Gyan, and that was also discussed by Sripad Neni Maharaj. That is, that I am an eternal servitor of the Lord. I am an insignificant, infinitesimal part and parcel of the Lord. I am very tiny, Anu, and the Lord is Bibhu. He is great. This knowledge, also called Aishwarya Gyan, creates a wall between the devotee and the Lord. So the deep meaning of this verse is that one should also give up that knowledge and enter into Madhurya Bhakti, the understanding, the highest understanding of the Lord, that He's not at all the Supreme Personality of Godhead, but He is merely the son of Nanda Maharaj, and He is the beloved of the gopis, particularly the beloved of Srimati Radhika. Otherwise, as long as we maintain Aishwarya Gyan Bhakti, which cannot be artificially given up, but as Lord Brahma states, can be gradually given up by remaining in one's position within Varnashram, and at the same time hearing the sweet pastimes and qualities of the Lord from a Tatvagya Rasik Bhakta, that is one who is actually a Ragatmika Bhakta in the spiritual world, who is a personal associate of Sri Sri Radha and Krishna, and in this world plays the part of a Raganuga Bhakta. Srila Gurudev explained, when he discussed this verse previously, that Aishwarya and Madhurya can never exist can never exist at the same time together. As he's been discussing the pastimes of Ratha Yatra, the gopis told Krishna, yes, you come to Vrindavan, but you'll have to give up the idea that I am the son of Vasudeva and Devaki. They, with their moods, they gave him his flute and peacock feather and told him, you'll have to say, I am the son of Nanda Maharaj. Why was Radharani and the gopis so sad at Kurukshetra? They could not spend the night in Rasa Leela with Krishna because he was going to be with his queens. So Aishwarya and Madhurya never go hand in hand. Krishna can never say, I am the son of Nanda Baba in Dwarka. So one must ultimately give up that Aishwarya. Madhurya means even when there's Aishwarya, still one doesn't think that Krishna is God. Just like when Krishna was lifting Govardhan. Oh, first, when Krishna showed Arjuna his universal form, Arjuna said, oh, please excuse me. I've committed so many offenses to you. We've slept on the same bed, ate from the same plate. Now I realize you're the Lord, so please forgive me. This was a wall in his bhakti. But when Mother Yasoda, so when Mother Yasoda saw Krishna's universal form, she thought, oh, some ghost has probably taken over my son. And she and Nanda Maharaj purified him by giving him some cow dung and cow's urine from the tail of a black cow. So one has to give up the knowledge that Krishna is God and gradually cultivate Radhanuga Bhakti under the guidance of a pure devotee.
One. Here, importance is given on Harikatha. So, we should do pranam thane sthita. We should do pranam who is speaking Harikatha. He should be Tattva-jnani and also Rasik out bhakta. So we should do pranam to him. We should do pranam to the place where Harikatha is. We should do pranam to audience, those who are hearing. Without audience, a speaker cannot speak anything. So do pranam to them. To Harikatha you should do. Oh, very sweet Harikatha. Oh, he is speaking very good. Oh, this place is like more than Vaikuntha. Like this. And those who have managed, what? Organized. Oh, they should, we should do pranam to them also. And then, if you are doing and hearing Harikatha with heart, then what it will be? Krishna Ajit, but he will be conquered. He will conquered by Harikatha. If anyone talking, if Nanda Baba is sleeping in the lap of Mother Yasoda and she is giving milk to Krishna, and if anyone talking about Krishna and gopis pastimes, then what Krishna will do? At once give up her mother and father and he will come to here, Harikatha there. So this can conquer Krishna. And then Mahaprabhu told here Nandi, O ye ho har, aage kaha. Oh, that is okay. He begins, why Harikatha hearing? It is related to the constitutional form religion. What I used to tell. Swarupani Bandi. It begins from here by hearing sweet pastimes of Krishna. So Mahaprabhu became some happy. So, oh, ego hard. But I want to hear more. Oh, you should do Krishna. One Krishna. Any Kirtan you like? Any Kirtan you like? Yes.
Hare Krishna,